Hi, this is János, it's Real World Audio, and this video is an answer for Hans. His YouTube name is Hans Doing, and he built Le Petit with the Fostex 108 Sigma driver, and he is experiencing lack of bass, lack of mid bass with his Le Petits, and we were trying to troubleshoot what's going on there. Why is he not having bass? Because actually what people notice first with Le Petit is just its prodigious mid bass. So why is he having the exact opposite? So he has good internal wiring, so it's not too thin to prevent it, but I would say that for 2mm by 2mm wire, that's good. But if you would go heavier with that, then that would increase the low end response, but that's not the limiting factor. That should give you already enough bass. And however, he also wrote that he put in a lot of extra damping on the inside. And why I cannot talk about my experiences with a lot of dampening on the Le Petit, because I never done that. But Jürgen at I Am Mad, that's his YouTube channel, I Am Mad. So Jürgen has already tried that out, and when he put in extra dampening inside Le Petit, then he reported a complete collapse in the bass and in the sound of Le Petit. So that's the sure way to destroy the sound of Le Petit, is to add too much dampening. So that's why I really strongly recommended on my channel multiple times that when you build either Le Petit or La Grande, then first don't put any dampening whatsoever on the inside, let it break in, and then try putting in dampening piece by piece, and then you will realize that when is it that it's enough for you, or maybe you will realize that you like it better without any dampening whatsoever. And so now I would recommend to tear out the dampening from the inside and then try it out like that, and then start putting back a little dampening if needed. And if you like the sound without any dampening, then just don't put anything on the inside. So now the Le Petit without any dampening might be a little bit unruly, and you might find things like cabinet resonances that you don't like. And that's why I came up with La Grande, because here the cabinet is built in a fashion that when you have an undampened cabinet, then it does not hinder the sound. It's not a box that is resonating at certain frequencies, but the liveliness of the cabinet makes it possible that whatever sound pressure is on the inside, it's going to get transferred to the air, to the outside. So here it's not a box that's trying to contain the resonances on the inside and trying to prevent them from escaping into the room. And of course, there's no material in the universe that can do that, that can prevent it from escaping to the room. The only material that can prevent it is the non-material, it's vacuum. So the only way to truly seal your cabinet from the outside is to have a vacuum seal, so lack of air. But that's kind of not really possible to do, because somehow you have to suspend that cabinet on the inside, and the suspension method you use is going to have a physical contact, so you will end up transmitting to the air anyway. So there is as of yet no practical method of reaching that goal to have a perfectly inert sound on the inside. But coming back to reality and escaping fiction of magnetically levitated inner cabinets in a vacuum or something like that, which would be feasible, but would create their own problems, would add their own problems to the sound. So coming back here, why is an active cabinet working? Now I'd like to just talk a little bit about that. But I think let's just make it as a separate video, because now my problem is that when I give a title to my videos, then I talk about many different things and people won't find my subjects that I talk about, and when I mention people, I include myself on that, so I also have zero clue to which video to point people at when they're asking, János, which video did you talk about, this or that? I don't know. I can tell it was the last year or a year ago, but more precisely, I have no clue. So now let's just limit it to what it is. So here this video was about the dangers of over-dampening the cabinet, and I will have a video tomorrow coming out about the dangers, which I have found myself that I put in a little bit of dampening inside La Grande, and on one aspect it gave it a much more audiophile sound, but on the other aspect it completely collapsed all of those properties of La Grande which make it a special cabinet. So it became just another one, another one bites the dust type of cabinet designs, with really not much going for it other than good value for the money, but kind of a boring sound and whatever. So thank you, Hans, for your questions, and I hope really that you can fine-tune your Le Petit, but I can also add that if you build La Grande, then the sound will increase compared to Le Petit, and without any dampening it will have more mid bass compared to an over dampened Le Petit. So have an awesome day. Those of you who have not yet, please like, subscribe, and have a sip of coffee. Bye bye.